The opportunity to buy their home is truly before they pass away. These pre-probate leads, right? That's when it's going to happen. They're not going to wait. They're not going to hold on to the house for 4 years while mom lives in senior living. Some will, but most are going to need to unlock that cash, pay for mom's care.
My personality, I feel like a lot of people out there, like that's just something that actually gives you energy versus like, being almost at other ends of the table where you're just trying to get someone down on price, like to the bone to a certain extent, versus actually being, like you said, like a quarterback and going in and just trying to serve and add as much value as possible.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah, and you had some interesting stats I saw just to talk about this demographic of sellers. I think I saw you said 7 out of 10 people over 65 years old will move into assisted living communities. Yeah. So we're kind of hitting on a few different points here of why the quality lead is good, whatever you're willing to share about marketing to these / nationwide partnership we'll talk about. But there's also a reason to believe that there's going to be more and more of these opportunities with that stat that I just said, that 7 to 10 over 65 will move into assisted living. People are living longer these days. So this is definitely something I think is going to be a good lead source moving forward and something that's always going to be around relatively.
I think people talk about what's the next big wave in real estate, and I don't like that term wave at all because waves crash. And I feel like for the next 10 to 15 years, we're going to have these boomers. 10,000 people a day turn 65 is a big stat everybody likes to throw around. But if you think about the volume of 7 out of 10 seniors are going to move into some sort of assisted care before they pass away, I hope everybody understands that means that the opportunity to buy their home is truly before they pass away. These pre-probate leads, right? That's when it's going to happen. They're not going to wait. They're not going to hold on to the house for 4 years while mom lives in senior living. Some will, but most are going to need to unlock that cash, pay for mom's care. So us as investors, it's about the timing. I've been in this business 21 years, Carlos, and I'm so tired of the spray and pray models that all these different types of marketing efforts have, like the even direct mail, which is a great way to get leads, but it's still spray and pray that somebody calls you, right? It's a touch, then they call you, right? I'm talking about the kind of leads where you can talk to 12 people a month and buy 4 houses because the quality of the lead is so high. I was talking to a guy about a month ago and he was telling me that he has 5 people on the phone making thousands of calls to try to get down to a few houses to buy. And I'm like, that's a business model, I guess, but it's not one that I want to be a part of.
Definitely not.
It hurts my brain to think about that much effort to get there, right? And if you have conversations with the people at the exact right moment where you're helping them in the exact right moment, you spend so much less time on the waste side of the business. Like if you think about why you got into real estate, it wasn't to be a good phone dialer or be really good at direct mail. It was to buy houses. And I think we make this business so damn hard because every month we start back over at zero with our marketing efforts, right? And if you build with mom's house, if you build the right relationships, you can continue to have your phone ring month after month, year after year with those people that need to sell their house at that exact right moment. And that's what I'm excited to teach people about is how do I do that in my own market? I've had success in St. Louis. So how do you make success in Baltimore? How do you make success in Chicago? Well, fortunately, just like in St. Louis, there's how many senior living communities are in your area? They're going up everywhere. And so are you going to position yourself a way to get those leads or not? And for me, people hear this on the surface and they go, okay, Phil, I'll walk into a senior living community tomorrow and I'll put my hand out and I'll build a relationship. And I'm telling you right now, that is not the way it works. Those places are almost like a hospital. You're not going to walk into a surgeon while he's in surgery and hope to get a relationship with the surgeon, right? With senior living, there's ways to talk to them. There's ways to reach them. There's a right way and a wrong way. And I think most people on the service will just end up doing the wrong way. They won't get the results they wanted and they'll quit. And so once again, with the Mom's House training, I want to show people how to have success out of the gate and not have the bumps and bruises that I've had since 2011 on just my bravado and my handshake and my smile going in and trying to figure this out. I can show you systematically how even if you made 10 to 20 relationships in this industry, you might, and I say this, please know I'm saying this with a straight face, 20 relationships, you might not have to do any other marketing ever again. You could really get that many good, viable houses from just 20 relationships. 20. That's not 200 or thousands or 10,000 pieces of mail or a million phone calls. It's, can you make relationships with the 20 right people? And so that's what I'm showing people how to do.